The great San Fran, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana. So many greats have came from San Francisco. Reflecting back on last year, I mean, if they had a quarterback, maybe they would have beat the Eagles, maybe not, but we will never know. Um, I do think they did a lot of good things. They signed Javon Hargrave on the D line. The quarterback carousel is kind of tricky, but Kyle Shanahan is a quarterback whisperer, so I am very high on whichever quarterback start, Trey Lance, Brock Purdy, or Sam Darnold, be viable in that system because it's a quarterback-friendly system. You've seen not too many great names, of course, have great seasons like, come on, Kirk Cousins. I mean, not saying Kirk Cousins is not a good quarterback, but lesser names have okay games or seasons in this system. So with that being said, this is the 2023 San Francisco 49ers season predictions starting off in week 1. The last 4 years, Mike Tomlin, he always come ready for the season, and they have won, I think, the last 4 years season opener. So at home, going from West Coast to East Coast at the 1 o'clock time, I do have the 49ers losing this game. I think Mike Tomlin is a great innovator, hype man, so he's going to have the Steelers riled up, ready to go, and I'm very high on Kenny Pickett as well. So that's one loss. And then after that, they bounce back at the Rams. I'm not too high on the Rams this year. I think they tanking as well. They probably want to get rid of all the big contracts and build it all back up again. So I have them beating them in week 2. And then in week 3, the Giants are going to be a good team, but they got to come to the 49ers home opener in Levi Stadium. So I think they lose that one. I think the Giants lose that one and the 49ers win that one. And then week 4, I don't think Kyler's going to be ready, so I think it may be the rookie Clayton Tune or Colt McCoy, depending on how the season turns out. So that's going to be another W. And then they get a little tricky. Last year, they beat the Cowboys. This year, I do have the Cowboys beating them, coming to their house beating them. I mean, Dak just played there in the playoffs, so it's kind of familiar. They have a lot of Cowboys fans out there, so I have the Cowboys. They do have a better roster right now, I would say. And then week 6 at Browns, going from West Coast to East Coast, 1 o'clock slot. The Browns, I think the 49ers, their offensive line is not too crazy. So I do have the Browns winning this one and the 49ers losing. Week 7 at Vikings. Like I said, the Vikings are sellers, so I'm not too fond on their roster. I don't think they're going to beat them. I think the 49ers win this one. And then week 8 versus the Bengals. The Bengals coming to their house. I know a lot of people going to say, man, the Bengals might beat them, but I do have them beating the Bengals because the Bengals always have offensive line problems, and the defensive line is the strength of the 49ers. So that's like strength on weakness. So that's a W for the 49ers. Week 9 bye, rest up, get ready for the playoff run push. Week 10 come out. They play at Jacksonville, but Jacksonville comes off they bye as well. So I have them beating the Jaguars because if both offenses score, whichever defense is better, and I think the 49ers defense is better than the Jaguars, so I have them winning. Week 11 versus the Bucks, I have the Bucks losing, of course. I mean, I don't care who they got at quarterback. Todd Bowles is not really a good head coach. All his seasons basically been losing seasons, so I'm not too high of him. I think they're going to have another tank season as well to get a quarterback, so I have the 49ers winning that one. And then on a short week, I have them going to Seattle on Thanksgiving, losing that game. It's going to be a tough fight. But I do think the Seahawks, they play good versus each other. And I have the Seahawks winning that one at home. And then after a short week, I do have them basically like a 10-day span. I have them going to the Eagles, beating the Eagles, the revenge game. They said if they had a quarterback, they would win. So this time they do have a quarterback, and I have the Eagles regressing a little bit. So they win that one. Week 14, then I have them coming back home and beating the Seahawks this time. So they split with them this season. And then week 15 at Cardinals, I have them beating the Cardinals. And then week 16 on Christmas Day, Monday Night Football, I have them beating the Ravens. Tough game. Lamar Jackson. But I think the Ravens possibly could win, but I'm going to give the 49ers the win right now. And then week 17 at Commanders. I know I always say West Coast to East Coast, but sometimes talent takes over, and the 49ers win. And then week 18, I think they rest their starters because they're going to be already in playoff position. So I think they give the Rams the win. And that's the 49ers season. They turn out to be 12-5, another winning season. Hopefully, Kyle Shanahan get over the hump and lead his team to the Super Bowl and win. Is this gonna be the year? We don't know. Like and subscribe. Thank you